Welcome to Analyze Our Games Part 9. As I said in the previous video, I've been trying the London system lately. I got some losses, some wins and some draws. Some of them are very instructive, some are not, but I decided to play against the computer too. Some people say it's not important to play against computers because they are usually very strong. They usually crush us mercilessly. But I think it's important to play against computers that are not that good, not the top ones in the world. So I decided to play against Clarabit. It's a very strong software. It's rated 2100, so I think it's a little bit more than my level. The good thing about playing computers is that they're very good at attacking and they are also very good at defending. And this is one of the things that we have to improve. Human beings are usually very bad at defending. We usually don't have the patience or the skills to do this, and sometimes some positions can be saved, but sometimes, most of the times, we are not able to do this. So I played white. Let's go for the moves. d4, knight f6, bishop f4. As I said in the previous video, it's called London system. To bishop f4. c5, then my opponent decided to play some sort of Benoni or something like this. d5 is the usual response, one of the best ones. Also, we can also play e3, then d5 and c3. That's the triangle formation of the London system. It's also possible. Knight c6 and then knight d2. This is one of the formations that are very common in the London system. Yeah, but then I played d5. My opponent answered g6, then knight c3, d6, e4, bishop g5, bishop g7, d2, also thinking about exchanging the black squared bishop, castles, bishop h6. My opponent took it, I took it back. Queen a5, trying to attack my pawn on e4, yeah, because of the pin. f3, I defended my pawn. Knight b d7, h4, and here's the plan to attack on the king side. It's also common in the Sicilian dragon. The same thing we do. We exchange the black bishop, the black squared bishop, and then we attack on the king side. We usually do the long castling here. Okay, then my opponent played the computer, yeah? Played king h8. I advanced my pawn. Then here the computer took it. It's a mistake. It's not good. Then it's a very common theme to sacrifice the exchange on h5, the rook for the knight. My opponent took. Then I played knight h3 with the idea to mate my opponent on h7. My opponent, yeah, the computer played Clarabit. She played queen d8, and it's also a mistake. Better is to defend here, rook g8, and then in case of knight g5, I'm attacking two pawns and threatening mate, and then she can defend playing rook g7, yeah, and it's okay. Then I take the pawn, and it's maybe black's a little bit better, but I have the initiative. Yeah, but she played queen d8. Then I attacked. I threatened mate here on h7. She defended it, and then I played e5. Yeah, I thought about playing something different, like bishop d3. Yeah, could also be possible. Or yeah, this is good because it's gonna happen the same thing it happened in the game. This bishop is gonna also attack h7, and when playing e5, this knight would be attacked and white is much better. But I played straight e5. Then bishop f5, defending the pawn, the weak pawn on h7. Then I took the knight. She took it. And here I have a better an interesting sacrifice. I took on h7. It's a very nice move. Sacrificing against the computer is usually not advisable, but in this case I was very brave and my opponent took it. Then I played bishop d3, threatening mate. And here my opponent was very good. She checked on e7. And then I played king d2. Better is to play king f1. And then f5. Then I attack his king, his queen. Then he moves. She moves there. It's also sometimes we don't know what to call the computers. If she, he, or Clarabit's a feminine name. But okay. Then queen f6. King g8, rook e7, attacking the queen, queen d8, and knight b7, b5. Yeah, so I changed the idea. The attack goes to this pawn. Yeah, on d6 and f6, f5, and also the knight can come to this square and give mate. So it would be like a boa constrictor strategy. But I didn't play this. I played king d2. f5 is the only chance to defend. I took with the bishop, and then she played f6. Yeah. Then I attacked the queen, and Clarabit played queen f2, f7. Rook d3, rook e6. At this moment I remember I was very cautious about I was worried about the position because my attack is gone. I have to do something to try to win the game. Yeah, because I sacrificed my knight. Now I have to do something and try to win the game. But the computer, as I said before, it defends very well. So it's very difficult to play against computers because they're very good at defending. And once you have started your attack, you have to continue it and go through the end. If you stop, or if you give some chances of counterplay or some pieces exchange, then probably you lose the game. So rook g8, it's not the best. The computer Stockfish or Lila suggests queen g8, yeah, attacking the pawn and also threatening to exchange the queens. My opponent played Rook G8. Then I played, as my pawn was being attacked, I played G4. She took, I took it back. Queen G7. See? Now my attack is gone. I can't attack anymore. No mate. No nothing. I was very worried about this position. I thought I would lose this game. Then I took on F6. Better is to avoid the exchange of queens. But then it's the same, yeah? Check and King D1, Rook G6, Knight E4, and my opponent is trying to exchange the rooks, the queens, and I can't let her exchange the rooks because then my attack is gone. But white, I think black is better in this case. Okay, then I took the pawn with my rook, and she brought the last piece that was not playing. And here I have to exchange the queens and the bishop. Bishops are gone, queens are gone, and now I'm worse in this position. And now I have to fight to try to get a draw. Then I took here a series of exchanges, and then at this moment I thought, now I have one rook and knight for 2 rooks, but I have one pawn more. Now I have to do something to try to draw this game, draw this position, and it's not easy at all. When playing against computers, they are very good at attacking, but they're usually able to find the best move. And then I'm proud of myself to have played so well in the beginning. The opening was very good for me, the game was won, but then I made some inaccuracies and now the game is drawn. And also I have to fight very good, very well, to be able to draw this position. And then I decided to exchange the rooks or take the pawn on b7. Yeah, exchange the rooks, and now I have to move my king and get to the pawns, try to capture some pawns or do something to try to block the position and get a draw. My opponent checked, I played. I'm gonna move quickly here because of as the computers usually don't accept draws, we have to play on, and it's very difficult. This game we played 172 moves, so it's a very long game, but the draw is here. Black is a little bit better here, but I think it's also possible to get a draw from this position, even against the best computers. So I played cautiously here. I was trying to exchange as many pawns as possible. See, now you can see that I have one knight and one pawn for the rook, so I think it's a drawn position. But it was very difficult to draw because I was trying to win this position, and the computer played excellent moves, so no chance to win this position. I defended. Yeah, I was trying to capture this pawn on c4 and try to promote these ones, but Clarabit played accurately and I couldn't do this. Okay, then the game went like this. Yeah, if I repeated the position, then a draw would be agreed. I was trying to win the pawn and advance my pawns to promote them and win the game. I'm gonna pass very quickly. Yeah, at this moment I thought for a long time, but I don't know. Let's see this. Let me check the A7. What about A7? Does A7 win? No. So it's a draw position. Yeah. Okay, I was trying to make these pawns walk forward, move forward, and promote them, but the computer played very well. It was impossible because of the king. My opponent's king is very near, so I didn't have any chance. But despite the fact that I missed a win, I'm very proud of being able to save the position, a lost position. Then I gave some checks and tried to move my king forward. At this moment I thought I would win, but then he played very well. She played very well. I had to sacrifice my pawn. Yeah, see? Now the position is completely equal. I'm not able to win this game. I'm gonna flash the moves very quickly because here's just a question of technique, and it's an important technique. You have to be very precise and not commit mistakes, not make mistakes and lose a drawn position. This is the most important part of this endgame. Yeah, I have to keep this pawn and my knight protected, and you also have to remember to keep your knight and your king near each other. Then no chances of black winning this position. I'm gonna go faster. Yeah, there's nothing very different here. It's just a question of going to and fro and keeping your knight and your king in proximity and not. See, as you can see, I lost the pawn. Despite the fact of losing the pawn, the position is still drawn. But one thing you have to remember: keep your knight as near as possible to the king. Then black's not able to win this position. See, as I said before, I did this. The king is always near the knight, and then the rook is not able to make them suffer any kind of cut, because if the knight is cut from the rook, then the chances of losing are greater. See, you have just to move to and fro. And here my opponent was with, I think it was just 1 minute, and I got 18 minutes, but the position was drawn. I wouldn't be able to win. And then she decided to put the rook to be taken by the knight, and after this it's a dead draw. Yeah, because the knight is obviously not able to mate the black king, so the position is drawn. It's interesting, this thing about accuracy. Yeah, white was 68% accurate and black was 64% accurate. So I played even better than the computer. I'm very proud of this game, despite the fact of I was not able to finish with a flourish. Thank you very much. Study and play chess. Try something new every time you can. Thank you very much. Bye. See you next video.